Hello. In this video, we'll try to understand the concept of a static variable in a function in C++. Now, I have written some code already, so let me explain what this is about. So I have a function in which I have initially a print statement which confirms that the function is invoked, and then I have an integer variable to which I have assigned the value of 1, and then I perform a pre-increment operation on that particular variable. So the value of a increases by 1, and then after that line I again print what the value of that variable is. And in the main function I am invoking this function twice. So let's go ahead, compile, and understand what will be the output. So I'll compile, and when I execute, I notice that the function is invoked twice since I have called the function twice, and both the times the value of the variable is 2. The reason for that is, if you notice the variable being declared over here, the scope of this variable is limited to this particular function. So the moment this function ends, then the scope of that variable is lost. So if you invoke that function once again, then this initialization is going to happen again. And since the initial value is 1, and then we increment it by 1, and then we try to print, the value will be 2 every single time we call this particular function. Now I will make one small modification to this logic. I will mark this particular variable as static. And now let me compile once again and check the output. So if you notice this time that the first time the function is called, the value of the variable a is 2, which is expected, but the second time the function is invoked, the value of variable is now 3. So now if you want to understand what's happening here, you have to know that a static variable which is declared in a function, for it, the memory is, or the space is allocated only once, no matter how many times this particular line executes. So the first time this function was called, then the space for a was allocated, and the value was 1. We incremented it by 1, and then we printed, so the value was 2. So the next time when we invoked this function once again, even though this particular line executes, as I told, the space is allocated only once, so a will still have the value of 2, and then when we increment it again, the value becomes 3, and that's what we see in this particular output over here. So the variable a remains until the life of this particular program. No matter how many times this particular line executes, it's the space is allocated only once. So this is the concept of a static variable in a function in C++. And just to check, what I'll do is I'll invoke the function for the third time over here. And now what I'll do is I will compile it once again, and then I will execute it. And now if you notice, the next time, the third time it is invoked, the value is now 4. So this proves the theory that we discussed. I hope this helps. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.